Now P is equal to m into v. Unit of momentum is mass into velocity, that is mass, unit of mass is kg, unit of velocity is meter per second. So unit of momentum is kg meter per second. It can also be written in the books like this. So if a body is at rest, that means velocity is 0 and hence its momentum becomes 0, because momentum is mass into velocity. So velocity becomes 0, the momentum becomes 0. Since momentum depends on the mass and velocity of a body, so a body will have a large momentum. If now in three conditions the body will have a large momentum if its mass is large. For example, a truck is moving, so the mass of truck is very large, so it will have a large momentum. If its velocity is large, suppose the mass is very small or small, then but velocity is large, so due to multiplication the momentum will also be large. For example, a bullet when fired from a gun, its speed is velocity is very high as compared to its mass is very low. If both its mass and velocity are large, for example, a train is moving at 140 km per hour, so the mass of the train is very high and velocity is also. So in third case also the momentum will be very large due to multiplication of these two quantities. Now there is a small numerical. What is the momentum of a man of mass 75 kg when he walks with a uniform velocity of 2 meter per second? So mass here is 75 kg, velocity is 2 meter per second. The momentum is the product of mass into velocity. So it will be 75 into 2, 75 into 2, that is 150, and the unit is kg meter per second. So momentum will be equal to 150 kg meter per second. Now the Newton's second law of motion. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force and takes place in the direction in which the force acts. Now this is very important relation it will give. The rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the force applied. So rate, what is the meaning of rate? Rate here means with respect to time. So change of momentum of a body divided by time taken. So rate here means time taken. So force is directly proportional to change of momentum divided by time taken. So let us consider a body of mass m having an initial velocity u. The initial momentum becomes m mass into velocity, that is mu. Suppose a force F acts on the body for a time t and causes the final velocity to become v. So the final momentum will become mass into velocity, that is mv. So according to Newton's second law of motion, force is directly proportional to change of momentum divided by time. Now what will be the change of momentum? Final momentum minus initial momentum divided by time taken. Final momentum is mv minus initial momentum mu divided by t. So this is force is directly proportional to mv minus mu upon t. Now if we take m common, we will get v minus u divided by t. Now v minus u divided by t is acceleration, that we know from the first equation of motion. V is equal to u plus at. So a is equal to v minus u by t. So and acceleration is also defined like this, that change of velocity per unit time. So replacing v minus u by t with a acceleration, we will get force is directly proportional to mass into acceleration. Now when we replace this proportionality sign with equality sign, there comes the constant k. So the value of this constant k is 1. So we will get F is equal to ma. So this is very important relation you have to learn. Force is equal to mass into acceleration of the body, and force will act in the same direction as that of the acceleration.